Good day, this is a follow-up on my introduction video I made 2 days ago. I promised I was going to make one the next day. I got a bit busy yesterday, so I actually forgot. But my story is about what happened in my life and my son that was actually is still recovering from drug addiction. When he was 18 years old, he already started substance abuse, introduced by friends at school, and it started off with marijuana, and the years progressed, and eventually he got introduced to heroin. Those were the darkest days of my life. Heroin addiction is not good. It is a very, very hard drug to get off from. We went through several rehabilitation centers, and very costly. Eventually, I took him to a farm setup, a Christian setup, which was also quite costly. But there they learned skills, and they built their own chalets and stuff like that, did a bit of farming and so forth. It was a 6-month program, and after the 6 months we stay in a farming community. Just heard a cow going moo behind me, and I phoned the owner of the place and I said to them, is it possible to keep my son there for longer, because 6 months, in my opinion, is not enough. And he was very, very happy that I did, because he says if more parents would think that way, there's a better chance of rehabilitation. And my son stayed there for 2 years. He became a manager and he did very, very well. Then eventually he came out, and his father got a job for him as an apprentice in electric field, at a very big factory in Mpumalanga. So what happened was, it went well for a while, and I think about a year or two passed after he started his apprenticeship. He met up with an old friend, and it started over again. Thank God it wasn't heroin. It was cocaine that they used. And then when I found out, it was promised to me that it was just occasional and having parties or something like that. But it never stayed there. It never stayed there. Then he met a girl, and they became a couple, and she had or still has actually, an alcohol addiction. She was also in rehabilitations before for alcohol addiction. Then they got serious, and they eventually had a baby boy, my grandson. He's now, I think he's now 9 years old. Beautiful young boy. But the relationship between them was very feisty and not good. And she doesn't know when to stop, and it triggers him, and then he goes out and he goes and buys stuff. And then yes, so it also happened that she also uses it, so alcohol, cocaine, and it went so bad that I had my third cancer, which was diagnosed as stage 4, I was very sick and I was in hospital. In that time that I was in hospital, something very bad happened, and it so happened that the school noticed something, and authorities stepped in and they took the child away. I'm just very grateful because the child is with a friend, a very good friend, and she is caring for him extremely well. My grandson is doing very well. I'm so proud of him. Yes, he's really doing well, and he's in a very good environment at the moment. But yes, that's a short story. I'll go into depth about the addiction and step by step what happened. But yeah, my son lost his job due to alcohol and testing at work. It was a third warning, and yeah, they asked him to go. So for a year he was without a job, frantically looking for a job. I live with him, in South Africa we call it a SASSA pensioner, which means it's a state pension that I get, which is extremely small. You cannot rent a property and live from it. It's impossible. So I live with him at present. We used to stay in the Lowveld in Nelspruit, but now we live in Gauteng, and we were very fortunate to get in a very countryside atmosphere, little small holdings here in Midrand area, and it's close to the highway, and my son is off to work every morning. So it's centrally located between Pretoria and Johannesburg. So we live on this farm now, and I'm so grateful that he did get a job after a year of searching. He's got an excellent job, and I'm praying every day that he just looks after this job, because finding a job in South Africa is extremely difficult, especially with the racial laws that they have here. It's difficult for white people to find a job. And he's very good at his job. His boss is very happy with him, and he flies off to Cape Town and Durban, and they go away quite a lot to work on sites, doing whatever they are doing. And yeah, so far so good. He's clean. He has tested this weekend again, and no substance abuse so far. So I'll keep you up to date, and I promise to make another video soon. And I'm still learning how to do this. So guys, cheers until the next video.
This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.